That book was life changing.
What's up, y'all? This is Boss Angel. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a mukbang. I think that's how you say it. With my dad. We got Rubios. It's like this, what do they call it? A coastal grill.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this coastal grill or whatever. So I got this platter. This is not all for me, but I got this platter with shrimp, and it's to make shrimp tacos. And then my dad got a chicken especial burrito. We didn't even pray.
God bless this food, let it be nourishing to our bodies. Thank you for this time of fellowship. We give you the glory, the honor, and praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Technically, this is considered our quality time.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite.
I know. So.
Out of all the love languages, quality time is probably one of my least favorite.
Why though?
I don't know, man. I think I wasted so much time that now I realize how precious it is.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, just really guarded about how I spend it now.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of went in my 20s and just doing whatever. I didn't get full revelation of my time till I was like 31, 32. So now I'm just kind of like, you know, the Bible says that everything should have a purpose and every time has a season. So everything kind of has a designated time and season. So, you know, if time don't have purpose for me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when people say they hang out or they go just kind of chill, like that part I don't ever understand. When people like, man, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know I need to understand balance of time with the people that are around me too.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of been something that I'm trying to work on. Knowing when you wasting time and knowing when you actually spending time.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
Yeah, especially with your loved ones, because it's just like, you know, we want to spend time with you.
Yeah.
But I'm doing better with the love language thing too, because like the way you give and receive love, we do share a love language though, which is, well, I feel like you have acts of service. Is that on your love language?
No.
I feel like it is though.
No, it's words of affirmation and physical touch. Acts of service, I just want people to do their part around the house. So I'm not only because I don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as like coming home, somebody like, oh, you washed my car for me.
No big deal.
No. Somehow or another, receiving money was in my wheelhouse. Like, just feel like, oh, straight up, it's a quick 50 ball? Or 20 ball? Like you looked out the other day and just dropped the dub. I'm like, oh, praise the Lord.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on showing you love in the way that you receive love, because you're the type of person, and this is what I really love and appreciate about you, is that you love unconditionally, no matter what, especially your kids. Like, we could do anything, I feel like, and you still gonna love us.
Oh, absolutely.
So I just be wanting to do better with showing that in return, because I appreciate that.
Right.
True, and I feel like I love and appreciate you, but my actions haven't always shown that. You know, they haven't always shown honor and respect and love. And God just been on me about showing that more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
If you say you love and honor and respect your dad, you got to show it. So I'm working on that.
I think I learned that from Papa. Your granddad, because remember he loved And he still do love us unconditionally. Like I did all kind of craziness. And he still loved me no matter what. He still didn't treat me differently because like I was the worst. I was the bad kid. Your Uncle Wayno saw me do all the crazy stuff. I got in trouble. My dad loved me unconditionally, and that's just the example I wanted to show y'all. And honestly, you know, when kids is growing up with a father, depending on how that father treats their kid, that's how the kid feels like. That's a mirror of the relationship with God. So if a father's judgmental, loves conditionally and things of that nature, then there's a possibility that child can grow up thinking that, oh, that's how God is with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, I try. The biggest thing, the biggest conversion that I had, what I had when y'all was converting from preteen to teen, like going into the teenage years, I had to start reading books like, oh, I don't understand this. What part of the game is this?
Yeah, I feel like when I started wearing a bra, you just
I was out the car.
you lost it.
I was out. I remember I had to get Nana to come over and like, look, it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Some
single,
lady stuff going on.
I'm single dad raising these girls. I'm like, Mom, I need you to come over here. I'm not dealing with these pads and all this other stuff.
But you taught us everything. You taught us what you knew. You know, you did your best.
I did what I could do at the time that I had it, you know what I'm saying? I think the only thing that I wish I would have did differently, well, one of the things, and I'm not beating myself up about it, but I wish I would have put y'all in therapy right after some of the things happened in y'all life. Or after I got shot. Or, really, that's like the biggest one. You know what I'm saying? Or when y'all was little and, you know, you didn't understand certain separations, like why certain people wasn't coming to get y'all, or where certain people at in y'all life or weren't in y'all life.
Yeah.
Like if I had to do it over again, and I just didn't know better.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's kind of the biggest things I'd love to see happen in our community is just more therapy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And forgiveness too, because you know how you was talking about the 48 laws of power? Like, did you read that?
Yeah. Great book.
I had just read, I just finished The 4 Agreements yesterday.
Okay.
That book was life-changing.
I can tell you stretch the words out. That book was life-changing.
It really was. It was so impactful that I even want to just read it again because it was such a quick read. But one of the things that was emphasized, and it's not one of the agreements, but it's attached to one of the agreements, is forgiveness. And learning how to forgive yourself so that you can forgive other people around you. And I didn't realize so many years that I replayed in my mind over and over and over again, like, man, like I wish I would have had a woman figure in my life more often, like in the house, you know. Just replaying like how my life would be different if you and my mom had stayed together, or just all of these different things. And it's just like,
I probably would have killed myself. Probably wouldn't be alive, so.
oh my God.
I'm just playing. I love myself too much to kill myself.
It's just old stuff, you know. It's just,
Right.
we had talked about this a long time ago, like how strict you was on us growing up, and then now seeing you evolved, I'd be like, oh, come on, you gonna let that slide? But that's a product of me not fully forgiving you for my childhood. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even nothing so crazy, but it's just like letting that replay in my mind makes me not treat you with the honor and respect that you deserve. You know, and I just want to.
Well, you need to get it together.
I just want to apologize because I really want to do better. You know, I really do. And our relationship is so vital to a lot of things, to my success, to your journey. We gonna be working together for a long time, and I be wanting to make sure that we solid and that our relationship is solid. And I think a lot of that comes from me having to do the self work that's necessary.
So what are the things that you've been working on in reference to your self work? So you read the 4 agreements. Are there some other pieces that you've been putting in place?
Yeah, I got back in therapy. The biggest thing is taking back my mind. My mind has been under attack for years. And it messes me up. It messes up my work. It messes up my relationships, my confidence. So I've been just doing the work towards denouncing negative thoughts. I got these sticky notes on my mirror, and I get up and I say what's on the sticky notes every day to myself. And just throughout the day, like if I catch myself thinking something negative or something negative is trying to like plant itself in my mind, I'll be like, we're not doing that today. Excuse me.
So you have specific scriptures you speak against your mind when it comes under attack? Okay.
Philippians 4:8, I want to say it is. Think on things that are pure, lovely, true, of good report. Like if it's not that, I'll be like, we're not doing this today. In Jesus' name. And I be feeling so much better. Like I feel like my attitude has improved. My work ethic has improved. I be feeling good. And that's a part of my purpose.
It's a powerful thing when you can take back your mind. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's been a lot of work. A lot of work, self-work that needs to be done. God had to reveal a lot of stuff to me.
Do you find that the more time you spend with God, the more is revealed, or is that with pain, experiencing certain types of pain is what? Where do you find the most revelation? Spending time with God, or when you go through a painful situation, or both?
That's a good question. I would say it's a little bit of both. I think my biggest thing that I can't stand to do is hit a brick wall. Like I hate feeling like I'm not making progress. That triggers me to like figure out what the problem is. In everything. Like if I don't feel like I'm growing closer to the people around me, or if I don't feel like I'm reaching my goals, or even with saving money, like that's a big thing for me. I felt like I kept hitting a wall in my finances. Like if I'm hitting a wall and I'm not making progress, that be a trigger for me. And then I'd be like, okay, God, I will drop everything. Like, what do you need me to do? Because some got sick.
Wow.
And it's funny because you and Ajane both said something to me in the same week on 2 separate occasions to where I was like, okay, I'm not making progress in this area, so what's up? But yeah, I can feel when I'm like not, What about you?
I think it's a little bit both. When I'm spending time with God, you know, I'm getting revelation, or if he wake me up in the morning, I just start praying and I get something. Or if I'm going through a painful situation and I'm just like looking for God to get me out. Sometimes instead of him getting me out, he just drops something in my lap I need to focus on. Like, still, I'm gonna give you grace. I ain't gonna get you out, I'm gonna just give you grace while you in it. And so with him delivering the grace while I'm in it, then I see what he's trying to say, like, oh, I gotta work on this. Oh, you shining light in this corner of my life, I need to work on this. And that's just, you know, wilderness experiences too. Like when I'm in wilderness experiences and I'm dependent on him for the manna.
AKA when you ain't got nothing.
Man, you just living off the land, living off what you're doing. It's like, you know. Or like sometimes too, when I find myself in difficult situations with people. Circumstances really don't, I ain't really moved by circumstances because I know they can change. But when you get attacked by people, to me, that's like, where I hear God the clearest because I'm the most upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I fall into a rut right now where I assume that people are supposed to be logical and level-headed and do what I do. But then when they don't, you know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with unreasonable, weird people, it's just kind of like, what is this? And then I get so mad at the guy to just download something to me like, something you need to work on. Instead of looking at them, this is what's in you.
Mm-hmm.
It's bothering you because this is in you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the definition of long suffering, which is one of the fruits of the spirit. Long suffering is patience with people.
Wow.
That's one of the things that I've been working on. But I feel like I hear God the most when I'm dealing with difficult people sometimes.
That makes sense. You're really good with difficult people. Because the stories you be having, I'll be like,
I got practice.
What?
I got so much practice. Well, I'm trying to avoid them now. That's why I fire people quick now. Like, oh, that's it? Okay. You got that?
You showing me? All right.
That's what you showing? Okay.
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 Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
So what's your goals now? What you work? Well, more importantly, what have you failed at lately? We need to talk about goals. Man. Goals ain't nothing without a strategy or without a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And attempting something and failing. So what have you failed at lately?
I attempted to go into production with my clothing line. My employee, I told her that I was gonna go into production, and I started looking at them coins, and I was like, "Ooh, actually, I'm not gonna have enough to go into production right now."
Okay.
So I kind of had to like reshift the plans because I was dead set on doing a full run of production, which is basically like, to break it down, a sample is one. So that's the first step of the process, to make just one, to see how it looks, see how it feels, take your pictures, da-da-da-da-da. And then after you approve the sample, you go into production, which is making multiple of that.
Right.
So I was under the impression that I was going to be able to do multiple outfits like this, extra small to 2X, whatever. Well, by the time I got done paying for the samples and buying all that was necessary for that, that was it.
You didn't have no more to get the fix.
Yeah,
Couldn't get no fix.
I couldn't get no fix. So
fixes.
I said, you know what? Instead of, and that was a failure to me because I had already told her that we was gonna go into production. I had already planned to do it, but then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do a pre-order. And I'm gonna give myself a couple weeks and give people a couple weeks to buy it, and then I'm gonna use their money to go into production.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what
You should try that.
That's what the big companies do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had to pivot.
You should try it.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you put yourself into a position where you had to pivot. A lot of people don't even try. You know what I'm saying? But at least you jumped in it, you tried. It ain't nothing worse than somebody that got a million excuses but don't never try. And that's why I always ask, what did you fail at? Because if you give me something you failed at, that means you tried. And there's always, I look at it like I never lose, I learn. So you step into the situation, you learn how to, and you pivot it, and that's going to be crucial for where you're going, I think. Everything you're doing, you need to be, think fast. A lot of people suffer from decision fatigue. You know what I'm saying? Either they made a bunch of weird decisions all day long and it's time to make a real one and they can't, or the opposite of that is it's like laziness in the decision. They just don't know what to do. Can I live right? And they just miss the moment. Like, nigga, you gotta be able to, some stuff you gotta, right now, in the moment. Like when you was working on American Idol, it wasn't no time to have decision fatigue. It was like you had to make a move.
Yep.
I respect where you're going. I respect your journey. I think you're on the right path. You're doing the self work. I think that's what's most important, man. I'm really cautious about people who always got something to say about what other people are doing and everything wrong about them other people. And it's like, man, it takes some time to look at yourself and work on you.
Yeah, I got a lot to work on.
You're the only one. The fact that you're doing it, I think is amazing, and I'm proud of you, man. I love you.
You, Dad, I love you too. Well, my food's done. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I was good.
Let us know if y'all like these type of videos, and then we can make some more of them, or what else y'all want to see. Just let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you like this video, thumbs up, and I'll see y'all next time.
You cake ass niggas, man. Make sure you come correct. Wash your drawers, nigga. Brush your teeth. Tell your mama to inbox me.